What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Chelsea Plus. Now, the transfer window is finally done, and I'm not going to lie, we should be proud when we look over it. We need some good signings. I'm going to go through it today, give my rating so you can see if I did well or am I being completely biased. Let's find out. Before we continue, welcome to Chelsea Plus. If you don't mind liking and subscribing, I just reached 700 subscribers, so thank you. On the road to 800 now, so let's go. So in this video, I'm only going to be doing 6 signings right now, and I call them 6 of the main ones, because the other ones, I do think they'll be in the squad, but they're like in a weird place where they're in the youth squad and they're in the main squad, like Chukwuemeka, for example. I don't know where he's going to be. Is he going to play mini games? I don't know yet, so I'm not going to rate him as of yet, but in the future, maybe we will. So we're going to start off with our first signing, and one of the most, I'm going to be honest, one of the better signings we had. He came from Man City, he is a Premier League winner and was the main part of Man City winning the Premier League as well. I was very surprised we got him for the price of around 45 to 50 mil, so that was a very good signing. Raheem Sterling. Now already he started off for a good start, he's got 3 goals and 1 assist in the games we played already, and he's already got 1 man of the match, and dare I say he's been the best player, or one of the best players, throughout each game. You can tell the intensity he has, he takes on his man. It doesn't always work out, but he's definitely one of my favourite players for actually trying stuff. It reminds me of what I wanted from Pulisic a couple of years ago, but he kind of lost his explosiveness to his injury. Raheem Sterling is a more finished and polished product, and he's not afraid to be the leader. I call him the captain of the attack, because he takes all the responsibility in attack here. Now I'm going to give him a great rating here. I know some of the players haven't started yet. I'm going to give him a good rating just from how he started. I wasn't expecting to get him at the start of the season, and what a first signing. So I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Next off, we're going to go to one of my favourite players I didn't think Chelsea will ever get. I thought it was too late to get. Kalidou Koulibaly. We got him for about 33 million, and he's on 160 million a week. So it's not bad. And I do think he's someone we do need, even though he hasn't started off well. I do know some games, especially against Leeds, it wasn't too well for Koulibaly, but he is someone I do think will step up very soon, especially in games like Champions League games. He'll give a break to Thiago Silva. He just needs to settle in, and like I said, Thiago Silva took a while to settle in. Believe it or not, I think he had 2 bad games at the beginning of his Chelsea career. Other than that, he's been perfect ever since. I'd like to give Koulibaly the time to settle in as well. We all know what he's about. We've seen that first game from him. His passing's very good. And also, how could I forget about the goal against Tottenham? We got a defender here for sure. We got a defender here. So Koulibaly, I am going to be giving an 8 out of 10. It would have been a lot higher when we first signed him. I would have probably gave him a 10, but due to his performances, he hasn't been too good at the beginning. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 right now, but I hope he'll be a 10 out of 10 defender like Thiago Silva one day. Now the next player is someone I was a little bit skeptical of. I didn't think he'll do this well when he first came to us. Cucurella. Now Cucurella, at the start of the season, if you told me we'll end the season with Cucurella and Ben Chilwell, I'll be like, wow, what an upgrade from Alonso, because this is night and day. Cucurella can do exactly what Chilwell does, so we're getting a like-for-like replacement. And dare I say, he's a little bit more techie, whereas Ben Chilwell's a bit more of an explosive, get in the box, up and down kind of wing back. Whereas Cucurella, I think, is a little bit more techie. He came from Barcelona, of course, so that's why he's got his techiness to him. And every game, he's been pretty good. He had one little down part with Conor Gallagher where he got him the red card, but Conor Gallagher could have avoided that red card if he thought about what was going on and looked around. But Cucurella, he has been a very good signing. He could have got more assists if Sterling put some in, but I'm liking how he's playing. He's a big impact. Chilwell can take his time, get into his best, and I really like how we're using him. He's like he can play left back very well, left wing back, and I do think in some games he can play as a left centre back if he needs to, which he has already. I remember he made a goal line clearance as well in Southampton. All the goals and all the games, I don't really think he's done anything really wrong. When we first signed him, I probably would have gave him a 6 out of 10 due to his price range. We got him for about £62 million, which is a lot. But we've got to think about Levi Colwill. We didn't give him Levi Colwill, which is who Brighton wanted, which probably boosted the price a bit more because they wanted, was it like 40 mil plus Colwill, which is like 25 mil. So that's that works at the same. We're not giving them Colwill. We had to keep him, which means the price went on to Cucurella here. Now, I'm happy with the signing. The price does bring the rating down a little bit. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 just because of the price. And 62 million, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. But I do think he'll live up to it in the future, and we'll be laughing at 62 million. So let's move. Let's move. Now, the next signing is someone, if you told me we were going to sign him a couple of years ago, I would snap your leg off, because this guy is one of the up-and-coming centre-backs to have. Yes, the price was a bit much, but do I think he'll be a good defender for us? Yes. Wesley Fofana. Now, what a signing. I mean, because we signed so many players, it's hard to appreciate who you got. You just deep it for a minute and think, we got Wesley Fofana. That is a good signing. Yes, we did get him for about £75 million. And do I think that's overpaid? Yes. Maybe he's probably worth about 60 to 65 million. But for what we got here, we got one of the best up-and-coming defenders out there. And if you can harness that potential, he'll be one of the best centre-backs. We need to play it right here. We've got to play him in the right formation. If he gets an injury, don't force him back. We've got to play our cards right with Fofana. Now, the reason why I think he's such a good signing, because of players like Reece James. We've been playing him as a right centre-back, which I don't mind us doing, but we have someone like Wesley Fofana, for example, and we're playing against, let's say, Real Madrid, against Vinicius Jr. I personally think someone like Fofana will do better against Vinicius Jr. than necessarily Christensen, just due to his 1v1 defending and how quick he is. So I am very happy with Fofana. It does eliminate a few things, a few worries I had from the past. And that partnership between Reece James, Fofana, will be a very, very strong partnership. I can't wait to see it. But yeah, what do you guys think about Fofana? He's a bit of a controversial one. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 just because I really like the player. But the price range does bring the rating down as well. It would have been a 9. But because we're paying a little bit too much, I'm going to make it 8 out of 10, which is still a good rating here. Great business, great player. Let's get it. Now we're going to be going to our deadline day signings. So I was expecting one of them. I wasn't expecting the other one. I'm going to go to Aubameyang first. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now this is a guy Tuchel wanted. Not the board. I think the board wanted Cristiano Ronaldo. But Tuchel wanted Aubameyang. So that shows the board are backing Thomas Tuchel. Which is a good news here, because he can't make any excuses if something goes wrong. And I do think Thomas Tuchel is an elite manager. If he has the right components, he can cook. But he needs to play the players in the right position here. And Aubameyang up front, replacing Kai Havertz, playing with Kai Havertz, I think he's going to be good. Now Aubameyang, we all saw his stats earlier. He's been killing it in the Premier League. He got a golden boot like 2-3 seasons ago. But he's definitely a killer. And even last season when he was at Barcelona and Arsenal, he managed to score 20 goals in about 38 games. So this guy is still a gunman. If you feed him, he will score. And I really do think the partnership between Aubameyang and Sterling will work out. And last of all, we're going to go to a player I thought we wouldn't get, in a position we wouldn't get. Zakaria. I mean, I remember yesterday I was a little bit upset because we didn't get Alvarez, but when you really think about the signing, he's exactly what we need. Now, even though he had some injury problems, he was out for almost a year, about 2 years ago. When you look at actually his injuries, he hasn't been injured that much. He's been a few fitness issues, but other than that, he hasn't been injured that much. He was out for roughly 6 games. So Kovacic and Kante do almost 3 times that. So I do think Zakaria will be, I'm going to say it, he will be something that can either get us top 4 or not get us top 4, because we're seeing how our midfield, how open it is. You can take risks if you have someone like Zakaria in the CDM line. You can play a 4-2-2-2 if you wish, a 3-4-3. Tuchel can experiment and make different formations up depending on the opposition if you know you have someone like Zakaria defending the back line. Reason being, because we do leave our defenders 1v1 a lot, but if you kind of put up another line, another barrier, help sweep up the danger. We also Matic there. Matic was world class at Chelsea. We also how good Matic was with Kante, Zakaria and Kante. That could be a very good partnership there. Very strong, very physical. Zakaria, yesterday I was a little bit upset. I probably would have gave it a 7 out of 10. But today, I don't know, I just thought about it. I've been thinking about it, dreaming about the types of things we could have done or could do now. And I'm going to give him also, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10, simply because it's a loan to buy as well. So you can either work out like Sal or Kovacic, which I personally like. There's zero danger in this one. Let's hope it does work out though. So, what do you guys think about my ratings? Am I a bit unfair? Am I okay on some? Tell me in the comments below. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.